You're absolutely joking me. No. Hey, how you doing? Hey. How you doing? Right, so we just got basically mostly everything set up, you know. Got all the nice outfit ready and whatnot. Just about to do a whole bunch of sacrifices. She's put in a lot of work to get this all set up. It's already rotated. It's already rotated. So as I quickly go over here to accept it in game. I mean, look, I didn't even get to do one single sacrifice. So I don't know what we're about to see, but yeah, it has. It's rotated. Come on, be good, be good, be good, be good, be good. Oh, I didn't click it. Where's my core pieces? Oh, no. Oh. Oh. We should have started earlier. I mean, it's 8. I like the... Okay, cool. Let's just quickly go over this. Fair enough. I really like that. Cool. We got some more primitive clothing. Alright. Not going to hate on that. But for all the potential core pieces, I'm talking tier 2, tier 3 hoodie pants that could have been selected today. Yeah. Wait, comps? Whoa, hang on a minute. That wasn't resubmitted this week. That was from years ago. Or a year ago. So they didn't want to take the, they didn't want to take cards. Well, that just makes things confusing. Okay. Just to give you some context. Duck submitted that like, a year ago. And instead of picking the one that he resubmitted recently, which was cards, they've gone and picked comps. Alright, at the very least, from here and now, that means next week, Duck will be making something absolutely brand new. So, for all those people that were hoping to see the likes of, I don't know, diving gear, seeds, tea, farming, someone wanted heads, someone wanted horse poo, you know, all of that. We're going to start seeing it from here and now. So keep an eye on the workshop, and you're very likely going to be seeing, well, more things being produced. So, overall, well, how many skins is that in total? 11. Not too bad. Oh, look, sushi. So that means the ramen. Oh, no, that means the double door's probably going to get accepted, isn't it? Oh, no. Well, I mean, more kitties. But, yeah, okay, that's now developed into a collection. Double door's very likely on the horizon. It's nice to see the Ronin SAP being accepted and the quarantine garage door. Okay, that's pretty cool. Junkernaught has continued with a SAR. It's fine. Ditto's there as well. All right, then. Okay, cool. So, I mean, I still want to sacrifice people, but, yeah, we didn't see the, we didn't see all the likes of the tier 2, tier 3 and hoodie and pants clothing pieces. Oh well, it is what it is. That's life, I'm afraid. Right then, so we'll skip ahead and we'll, you know, still resume with the likes of sacrifices and whatnot. And of course, later on we'll talk about all the skins. Are you ready, Sir Finger? Get out of the fire, Cheese! You know... Cheese! Get out of there! We don't want someone wearing a skirt in the fire. We're not that weird.
My hero.
Alright, anyway.
It's a sacrifice outfit.
No, it's not. It's weird. Right. So, Finky, hello there. I understand that you wish to sacrifice yourself for the greater good.
Hello.
For a skin to be accepted in the future. To appease the Restore Overlord. Yes. What would you like to see being accepted in the future? Tell us now. Scream it out loud.
Oh, Helcus. Please give me the freaking cats. The cat cafe garage door, please. I'm begging you.
You've been blessed. Jump in the fire. Cook. Burn. Burn. Chat. Dance. Conga line. Burn. 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 Burn.
Yes.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. Do 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 do. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Burn, 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 Sir Finky, burn, burn. A little bit more enthusiasm. Scream it louder. Burn, burn, burn. Yay, she's gone. Hurrah. The sacrifice has been made. I hope you liked it. Right then. Hello there, people. It's been 3 hours. So, shall we jump in and figure out which of these skins are and are not abnormal? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, I can confirm that this is abnormal, that's not abnormal, That's not abnormal. That's not abnormal. This is 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 not abnormal. And this is abnormal. In total, with today's roster, out of 11 skins, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 abnormals. That'll be fun to chase after next week. I'm hoping you're looking forward to the likes of that. Awesome. So we're gonna follow the same format that we did last week, where we're just gonna jump in and discuss all of the brand new skins, of course, also showcasing them. And to our sort of surprise, here we have the likes of the Neon Small Comp Storage. What's surprising, weren't we expecting another small box? Yeah, but not that one. So just to quickly inform all of you, Duck actually submitted that back in August. And if you were aware, if you watched the likes of my Rust Workshop skin checks, which I'll quickly post over to you right here. No, that's the wrong one. There we go, yeah. Every single week I'm looking at all the newest skins that are submitted to the workshop, and we were well aware that we did have the likes of the card storage being submitted this past week. In fact, if I look at my description here, you can see all the chapters. If I go over to the likes of Neon Small Cards, there you go. I was sitting there and saying, come on guys, that's going to get accepted, ha ha ha, blah blah blah. Turns out I was wrong, no. But I do mention in this very specific portion, don't be surprised if we see comps being accepted or reintroduced later on at some point and gets accepted. But no, Facepunch just went straight for comps. Okay, that's fine with me, I'm not complaining. Regardless, whatever happens, so as long as we see one being accepted, we're still going to see the momentum with a lot of sales and whatnot. But we really do have to get the point across of, is this going to be okay to invest into? Well, I'm sure by now you're fully well aware that we have 3 small storages that are currently marketable now. Let's go take a look at all of them. So, last week we had Neon Small Meds. Right now, hasn't even been a full day, and it already has over 300 listings. When that first became marketable last night, because it was abnormal, of course, that right there... after just 10 minutes, had 170 listings. We had that 70 stock right there, and we had this 30 stock right there. Immediately, people started dumping in big fat chunks. Oh dear. So, as time has gone on, we are now seeing lots more big resistances starting to appear. That's right now. What's that going to look like tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that? Well, most likely it'll probably end up something close to the likes of what food storage is currently looking like. Oh dear. Yeah, look at the state of this now. It is down to $1.58. Guys, people are selling this at a loss, and I really do have to warn you, to anyone who put a bar order up to around $1.40 something, you might want to remove it, because people are probably going to start getting really panicky and unload all of their stock onto you. Alright? You've been warned. So yeah, even if you're up to like $1.30 something as well, even then, yeah, it looks like people just can't stop themselves. And as I've said already with the likes of a video that I recorded earlier this week, the Neon Small Boxes Momentum and Future, I'm sure you've seen it by now, I fully expect that these are going to end up really bad around October time. Once we hit September, a lot less people will be playing the game, and therefore a lot less demand for skins will happen, and therefore the prices of these will get even worse. Yes, even now, during the summer, where there's a lot of people playing today, yes indeed, it still is not looking very pretty. So, you've been warned, that ain't looking nice. The only small box that seems to be doing okay is the fuel. Chances are because it was the first one to be accepted. Alright, fair enough, and after what's happened, it keeps getting more... It keeps seeing more skins being accepted afterwards, so I guess this is the only one that's actually seen the likes of a boost demand and boost in price. Even then, it still has big fat chunks of stock being listed on there, but even then, still does a good job retaining most of its value. That is the only one that seems to have worked out ever so nicely. Even then... This did like 46,000 subscribers. This one did only just about 40, and yet that's performing so much worse because a lot of people are looking at these skins in a different way, in a different manner. They were looking at it as if, oh yeah, that's going to be an easy, quick flip profit. If fuel did all right, surely food will do all right. Surely meds will do all right. Surely comps will do all right. Guys, I would rather stick with doing a buy order on that, and I very likely would just stick with doing a $1 buy order on that. I'm being brutally honest. So last night we did do our abnormal barders, as you can quickly go see over to the likes of here. We discussed how we wanted to approach it, and in the end I was like, okay, if you've got 2 accounts that you can do barders with, your first barder should be around $1, and your second barder could be around $1.20. Maybe some of these storages actually do a good enough job to retain some of their value, and it doesn't go all the way down to $1 and less. but I don't really think that's going to be reliable. So I feel like doing around $1 probably would be the answer, because once we reach rock bottom during like the autumn fall seasonal dip at some point in October, they will reach a new low point, and that would be a absolutely wonderful time to grab them and pick them up for the cheapest price. And then hold on to them until January time. The price is expected to improve with more people returning to play the game again, and of course sell them, make a lovely flip, and walk away with some sweet delicious profit. So that's up to you how you want to go about it, but I'm sitting here telling you, if you want to buy these as an investment, you probably don't want to buy them now. You want to wait until October, but you could still at the very least do a nice little $1 buy order, because that's abnormal. That will be marketable Wednesday night going into Thursday morning, depending where you are in the world. All right, so let's go hop in and let's go actually take a look at that skin. So here I am. Do I move fast? Well, let's slow that down. And hello, Comps Small Box. Get a good look at you. Nice, shiny, glows in the dark, as I said. So as long as we keep seeing more and more of these storages being accepted, everything should be pretty okay in terms of seeing these skins retain their value. Let's just hook onto you. Press H. I think I'm good. How about we make it night time? There we go. Let's do a little spin around. So yeah, regardless, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would appreciate this. Have you seen the price of the Comps large box? It's $15. Ha! Well, you know what? Maybe a small box couldn't hurt for 10 times cheaper. So yeah, $1.49. If you really want it, by all means, buy it. You know, support the skin creator. Keep him nice and motivated to put out nice creative designs in the future. He ain't putting any effort into this. Oh, come on, Duck, you know. Right, anyway, so here's the idea. The last storage that hasn't been accepted yet is the cards box, which I'm sure many of you are well aware of by now. But I do believe with what Duck's going to be working on now will be new ideas. So to all those people that went onto the messages, you know, so let's quickly hop out of here real quickly. If we go take a look at the workshop, if you've seen all of his recent storages, loads of people have been turning up in the comments and suggesting him ideas of what they want to see. And Duck has outright said, I plan to do seeds, berries, cloth at some point. So, we're now moving on to new ideas. Yes, cards could have been one of them. Fuel is one of them. But we're going to be seeing things that weren't large boxes. All right? So, here's a big guess. All right? Here's a big guess. I'm under the impression, from here and now, Facepunch likely will keep accepting all the newer ones Duck's producing. But when they want to stop, they'll probably then accept the cards. And cards will be the last one to be accepted. How far will this go? I don't know. I was under the assumption maybe between 6 to 10. If that's the case, that's the case. I'm still confident we will be seeing small cards being accepted. But from here and now, it'll probably be fishing, or attachments, or maybe diving gear, or maybe berries, or seeds, or farming, or horse poo. So, yeah. Loads of people have been suggesting ideas. It's all there in the comments. You could have been one of them. In fact, you could go right here, right now, to the likes of the, well, if I go back over to, where was it? I'm looking for small comps. Go to the comments. Start suggesting your own ideas. Loot, trash, crafts. I mean, it's fine, maybe. Someone's asking for a small drop box. That works as well. Yeah. Offer your ideas. Duck will read into them, and he'll consider what's most popular, and he'll probably go ahead and produce it. But you're very likely going to be seeing seeds, farm, tea, berries, something like that soon. So keep an eye out on the workshop. Not the accepted section. I mean, here, the actual main Rust workshop. Cool. So, Comps, it's nice to see you. But like I said, I am very surprised to see that we did not see cards being accepted today. But, you know, it'll happen eventually, I'm sure. So let's move over to you. At some point in the future, you very likely will see number 19. Yes, all of these storages are numbered. Cards was supposed to be the one that's in between electrical large box and fuel small box. It's number 19. Electrical was 18, fuel was 20. I know for a fact, surely, Facepunch will want to have a complete set with all the numbers. Okay, cool. So, some point in the future, when? Who knows? But as I said, maybe it'll be the last one, potentially. So overall, with the likes of potentially wanting to invest into the likes of comps, I would just rather leave it and stick with doing a builder. But if you want one for yourself, by all means jump in, grab one and support that skin creator. But just know there's a lot of other people out there that are probably buying hundreds of these already. And by next week, we're going to see tons of them listed all over again, and it's going to probably end up exactly like the food storage. Yay! So yeah, what do you reckon? 40,000 subscribers? 50,000 subscribers? Meds did 52,000 plus. Yeah. Right then, so what's the next skin to take a look at? Let's go find out. We have the Collander Boonie Hat. Okay, so some of you might have already seen that I made like a little showcase video. It was the Rust, what did I call it? Rust Skin Showcase. Basically, every Monday I will hop on stream, so look in the description of this video, and you'll see the links to all my socials, and I can basically bring in all the newest skins that have been submitted to the Rust Workshop. And it just so happens, in this video, it's an example of what I can do. When we hop over to the likes of micro522.com, you can see that it's very easy to grab the likes of WSkin links. Here's the skins from today's Rust store. As you can see, some of them had quite a lot of votes, but more specifically, I can easily just grab the WSkin link. Oh, sorry about that, so I'm just going to grab you. And I can just quickly paste that in, and there you go, I have it. So I can do that with any new submission. All you have to do is jump in and ask, and we'll take a look at it. I have a lovely stage here, with great thanks to Mr. Micro for helping me get this set up. I can easily just showcase everything. All you have to do is turn up and ask, and it's as simple as that. So, yeah, point I'm trying to get across is I can show off all the newest skins. Just hop over to micro522.com, click Workshop, and lo and behold, everything's right there in front of you. And you just have to hover over all the titles. If something catches your eye, grab the WSkin link, say, Hedge, I want to take a look at these pair of boots, and I can do that. Easy. Awesome. Cool. So, back over to here. Collander, I've already shown this off, and I'm going to show it off again. It's a boonie hat, and it's not like a crazy idea. It was a perfectly simple, straightforward idea, and I'm sure a lot of people will be greatly appreciating. It's a boonie hat. Mr. Risato, congratulations on your first ever acceptance, and what a way to start. I know a lot of people are going to be appreciating this. The real question is, do you reckon you can turn this into potentially a... Oh, don't you dare. I'm not dinner, alright? Go away. Basically, do you reckon he could probably turn this into like an armor set? Would we have like saucepans and something? I don't know. He could probably pull it off, but there'll be like a ton of transparency. We'll see. But yeah, what do you think? Very goofy, very silly, but like I said, it's not ridiculous. That ridiculous, like, oh, I need to get quickly, have something to protect my head. That'll do. So yeah, love to see it. And you know what? We have been seeing quite a lot of boonie hats these past 2 years. They used to be quite a rare sight to see. Nowadays, there's tons. So, with the likes of what we've seen so far this year, we've had skins from notable primitive sets, and last year pretty much exactly the same. So that's been working out quite nicely for the ones that are part of collections, but this is all by itself at the moment. Is that a concern? It is a fair bit, but will Risato most likely try and turn this into a collection? I mean, many skin creators are probably wise to realise that maybe trying to develop a collection potentially could be a lot more better off and potentially getting more skins accepted. Plus, of course, you know, people having demand for it and wanting to see more. So at the very least, Jack, do you reckon you go to the comment section and ask him, hey, well done, do you reckon you're going to start building a primitive collection out of all of this? So feel free to go ahead and do that. That would be very nice. A Pastafarian hat. I mean, yeah, sure, if you want to do that. Anyway, I am looking at that and I can see it's an abnormal skin, alright? I'm not going to rush into buying it, but I might buy one for myself because, you know, it's really silly. But I think it could have a perfectly fine future ahead of it. I would like to see more continuations appear. I will have to keep an eye on the workshop, that's fine, it is what it is. But will that actually develop into something? It's in your hands, Risato. We shall see. But all by itself, come on now. Look at it. Look at it. How could you not want to wear that? How could you not want to wear that? Alright, cool. So I'll give it that. It seems fine. It's not too expensive. I reckon it'll do pretty reasonably. And I reckon we could probably maybe see a new potential collection, like some sort of hide clothing, burlap clothing, but it'll be like, you know, what could we have? Plates, dishes, saucepans. Again, you know, is it going to really transition well? We'll see. Anyway, best of luck to you, Risato, and if you like it, by all means, support the skin creator. He's a brand new skin creator, right? So buy it, use it, enjoy it, support that skin creator, and keep him nice and motivated, keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. Thumbs up. Right then, so with that out of the way, we can talk about the third skin, that being the Sushi Sheet Metal Door. Right. Mr. FaZe is now getting a brand new collection getting developed. His second skin has been accepted, but what if I told you there was actually a third one as well? Yep, and we've already seen it. So, let's go quickly take a look at that sheet metal door right over there. Hello, Sushi Cats. Are you looking ever so happy today? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, as I slowly descend, you can see the second one down over there in the bottom right corner. Very cute, very comfy. It is, of course, a collection continuation for the ramen garage door that was accepted just a good, 2-3 weeks ago? That sold a lot, didn't it? And now it's boosting up in price because everybody's realised, potentially on the horizon we have something really comfy, a lovely little deployable collection getting set up. So yeah, that's looking nice. How about we make it night time? There we go, and it stands out ever so nicely. Get a good look at that. So nice and neon. It doesn't have any text on it, but that's fine. It's fine. It's straightforward for what it is. Nice, comfy. Do you like it? Do you appreciate? Well, I have to give you this. It's a sheet metal door, and what happens with sheet metal doors? They don't do a very good job of retaining their value. That is a concern, all right? But as I said, on the horizon, there potentially could be even more. So if Hedge could just quickly put this aside and quickly start building and making things look beautiful, he happens to have a lovely little thing to share with you. So let's go put you down, let's go quickly whip you up, and let's go put you in place. And what are we about to witness? Oh, you just wait, because potentially on the horizon we could have karaoke sheet metal double door on horizon with newer cats. Look at him, he's so surprised. He's and we got the nonplussed. Everything's pretty okay type of cat. So yeah, on the horizon we very likely could see this develop into a lovely little collection. Are you optimistic? Go to the workshop. Go show your support. You can vote for that right now if you really want to, or if you really like to, you could go look at the likes of my Rust Workshop skin checks, where you can see me discuss it a whole lot more there. Things are looking very nice and very interesting on the horizon. FaZe, you got a lovely little thing going on here. Let's see what else you could probably produce. Sumo Hall? Because everything seems to be in relation to Japan. I know, an anime and manga store. Could you make an anime kitty? Could you make a manga kitty? I mean, technically it already is, but you get the idea. Something like that could probably be made. So that's looking pretty sweet. Okay, so questioning it. As I said, it's a sheet metal door. Go see all the sheet metal doors that got accepted so far this year. How many of them are currently in the positive? 1. And that just became marketable. There's a funny old thing going on with that, but maybe I'll save that for when I talk about the SAR skin. But as you can see, if we exclude that, every other sheet metal door is not exactly doing very well. It's a bit awkward. So, yeah, that's not looking super great. Now, some of the sheet metal doors that came out last year are doing pretty okay, which is fine, but we're looking at the ones that came out this year. We've had a lot so far this year. Halfway through the year, we already have 19. Last year, in total, we had 30, and I believe the year before that, we also had 28, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we potentially surpassed last year and probably end up with 30-plus sheet metal doors by the end of the year. What's the problem with that? Well, we have far too many things to compare to. There's far too many options, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. That could easily end up becoming a bit of a problem. Like, you know how Shadowborn Collection actually kind of developed into a very nice deplorable set with 5 skins accepted so far this year? Take a look at it now. Lo and behold, the sheet metal door is the only skin that's in the negative at the moment. I know. It's silly, isn't it? But you've been warned, alright? If there were to be one skin that doesn't hold up very well, unfortunately, it very likely will be the sheet metal door. So, at the very least, you should know that's abnormal. We can look at that on Wednesday night, see how many sales that's happened, and then we'll consider, okay, maybe we'll probably just do it with a barter. Or maybe we have seen another, interesting looking door that's been produced by FaZe, and maybe we'll feel super confident that this definitely will develop into an interesting looking deplorable collection. Alright, so Sushi Cats, I like it. We'll see if that develops into something very nice and very goofy. On the horizon, will we see that? On the horizon, could we potentially see something completely different? Goodbye, Sushi Cats. We must look at something else now. Okay, Quarantine Garage Door. Oh, it's right next to me. So just to quickly point this out, Quarantine Garage Door is part of the Quarantine Collection. That has not seen an acceptance for 2 years. The last one was, of course, the Quarantine SAR. Now, recently, we have had quite a lot of submissions. Surprised to see that the Tier 3 wasn't accepted, which yeah, it is what it is. But the garage door was submitted. It was an early pick. That's cool. That's nice. Maybe we'll start seeing a whole lot more deplorables potentially on the horizon. Like, let me put it this way. I will not be surprised in the slightest if they resubmit this large box. That very likely could be happening. Now, is it going to be just deplorables? Are we going to start seeing some more weapons? As you can see, plenty of weapons, and of course, armor was produced in the past, which wasn't accepted. We've got tools, we've got a rock, we've got a Thompson, we've got a SAP. Hey, keep your eyes open, keep an eye on the workshop. But we have to question, will that garage door be a perfectly fine investment? How many garage doors have we had so far this year? The answer is, we've had 12. Halfway through the year, we're at 12. Last year in total, we had 28. Okay, seemingly we're kind of close to what we had with last year. Okay, and of course, you know, maybe we'll probably end up seeing another 16 accepted. Ha ha ha. Well, we have had 2 Twitch events take place, and in terms of all the Twitch drops, we've only had 1 there. And early this year, okay, actually no, we had 3. So that one there was another one. Do we have more Twitch events taking place over the course of the rest of this year? I'm pretty sure we do. All right, I'm pretty sure we do. Will there potentially be another garage door that's being given away for free? I wouldn't doubt it. I'm not saying I know anything. I'm saying, like, we always see another garage door, don't we? Guys, I fully expect even more garage door skins to be accepted in the future for Rust doors, and I will not be surprised if we see even more Twitch drops at some point on the horizon as well. Some of these are working out quite alright. That's nice to see. It's the summer. Summer, good. Why? Loads of people playing. Lots more people want skins. Demand increases, prices increase, lovely. But it doesn't last forever. The summer does not go on forever. Once we reach around August and we get close to September, we will notice a drop-off with the player count. We will notice demand for skins will start to slowly go down, and we will notice once we reach September time, prices are going to get very awkward. Less people playing, less demand for skins, lower skin prices. Oh no. You've been warned, and I will be releasing a video this weekend where I do discuss the likes of how you might want to approach figuring out if you want to sell your skins now or not, or hold on to them for a little bit longer. That will be coming out this weekend, so be prepared for that. Alright then, so shall we actually go ahead and look at this garage door? So hello there, hello, how you doing? We actually showed this off on Monday. I do know for a fact that, very quickly, I can quickly say, does it glow in the dark? No. It does not glow in the dark, which is a bit of a shame, but hey, it's still a very cool looking design. So as I just quickly pan around, you can see nothing really stands out. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Regardless, still very cool looking design. As you can see, it's like the infection is slowly spreading on the garage door. Oh no, don't touch it. It might, encompass you and you'll get infected as well. Ooh, ooh. It's nice and shiny though, isn't it? So yeah, Sir Q, splendid job. Let's see if you decide to continue the likes of this. But in terms of, am I looking at that and thinking everything will be alright? Is that looking to be a perfectly fine investment? At the very least, I do want to see some more quarantine skins being produced and accepted. We'll see how that potentially turns out. Wouldn't doubt it. Pretty sure we will be seeing some more stuff. As I said, they could easily resubmit their large box or touch it up, do a better job of it. Maybe we'll see some tools being resubmitted. Or, of course, added, improved. We'll see, but potentially there can be more for this set. But unfortunately, there could very likely be even more garage doors. And I will not be surprised if that happens. The more garage doors we see, the less special the other ones were. So, we shall see how things turn out. But I'm probably just going to stick with doing a Balder. That is abnormal. We will be able to approach that on Wednesday night. So, let's move on to the next skin. Here we have the MK Ultra Thompson. It is the first weapon skin to showcase today. So, here I am. And let's go get a good look at the likes of that. So, one thing you might notice, very bright and colourful, very in your face, and that looks very, very nice. Yes. Okay, so, what do you reckon? Do you believe this is going to slowly start to develop into a very nice, interesting looking set that people will be appreciating in the future? What are your thoughts? Because we've been seeing quite a decent amount of these being accepted now, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be appreciating. Also, of course, nighttime, snap. There we go. So, one very interesting thing with these MK Ultra skins is that they do stand out quite nicely in the night time. Get a good look at that. The night light has set in, and you can see that aim sight very, very easily. Now, it's only awkward for me because I got the lights shining in my face. But yeah, you can see that very, very reasonably at night. All right, let's go back to daytime, please. Thank you. I can confirm to you that we have seen even more skins of MK Ultra being submitted somewhat recently. There was an LR 300. I think there was another one. But in comparison, I've also noticed that we've also had quite a lot of Sweet Dreams skins being submitted. I'm under the impression that both of these sets potentially will get quite a lot of weapon skins accepted, and I get the feeling people are appreciating the very colourful designs. Feel free to comment below if you do or you do not, but don't be surprised if we see a Sweet Dreams weapon skin accepted next week. During the same week, this past weekend, both Sweet Dreams and MK Ultra submitted a Thompson skin. Clearly MK Ultra won for now, but as I said, don't be surprised if we see some more Sweet Dreams on the horizon. So yeah, both of them very bright and colourful. Do you like it? Do you like the LSD trippy design? Hessiam's done a splendid job with this. What skin would you like to see him produce next? Do you think we need a, I don't know, a Python, a Revolver, or a SAP? Tell him. Go to the comments, quickly hop over to here, go to the comments and say, like the set, look, doing very well, I'd like to see so-and-so next. So here you go, chat. Another job for you, homework. Go ahead and, of course, start suggesting ideas of what you'd like to see from the likes of the MK Ultra set. Maybe you might want to sit there and say, hey, I'd like to see some deplorables or something like that, or some clever armour. You're more than welcome to say whatever you want. Just be nice, concise, and straight to the point. Cool. So, how many Thompsons have we had accepted so far this year? Let's go do that. Show me. Right, okay, so how many of them are currently in the positive? Yeah. We just had another Twitch drop as well. We are halfway through the year, and we have 7 Thompson skins. Last year, once we reached around, June time? Let's go halfway through June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we had 9. Okay. I think it's okay. Oh, no, that's June. Mate, yeah, sorry, Hedge is having a moment. Alright, last year we had 9 at that point. So far we have 7. We did see the likes of the constructed Thompson doing a pretty good job retaining its value. That was in the positive for a while. I need to go take a look at that. Is that, down bad, or is it just, one skin that's below its rostral price? Because there's only 35. Wait, how much did you sell for? $2.49. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. It's in the positive. Okay, you're still doing all right. And as I look over to here, we have the likes of the Black Diamond Thompson. Are you the same? Because you only have how many listings? You only have 23. That's like nothing. Yeah, it's only got 3 listings below its rostral price. Yeah, this is the state of these Thompsons. They have no listings, and their prices aren't that bad. Okay, 3 of them are listed below the rostral price by, 18 cents? Okay, that's not too bad. So I have to bring this up. For some strange reason, white and black Thompsons perform very nicely. They do a very good job of retaining their value and being in the positive. Looking at this MK Ultra, I have to question it. Is that going to be okay? Now, again, let's compare to all the other Thompsons. How many of them are as colourful as that Thompson right there? Because as I look at all of them, it's like metally brown, silvery hair, but that, you stand out very nicely. Yeah, we had that Christmas one last year, but brown, silvery metal, then you got blacks and white ones. You of course also have banana. Do you see Banana Man? Anyway, Redemption Collection came out last year, bright and cranberry red. That's doing pretty good at the moment. So you probably get the idea of maybe, just maybe, brighter colourful ones could work out very well, or maybe not. It's very questionable. If you're not fully confident, you can always just stick with doing a buy order. That right there, though, however, is not abnormal. So you're going to have to figure out on Wednesday night, based on the amount of sales that we've seen, is it looking okay to go in pretty strong, or do you want to hold back a bit? Now, as I said, with the likes of Hessiam, he did recently submit some other skins, so he got the Thompson accepted as an early pick. We do have the LR 300 still on the horizon. Don't be surprised if we see yet another MK Ultra skin being produced over the course of this upcoming weekend. It shouldn't be surprising. So, cool, that's nice. Can't complain. Do you reckon you'll jump in and buy it? By all means, consider buying it. Buy it, use it, enjoy it. Support the skin creator. Keep them nice and motivated. Keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. But I'm not super confident. Thompsons are still a bit questionable, and chances are the best way to go about it is just doing a buy order. Sounds good? Okay, cool. Let's move on to Neanderthal hide clothing. So let me just go put this away. There we go. And let's just go stand still. Look up to the sky. Let's go face this way. All right, here we are. Show me my teeth. There we go. So, hello. What's he wearing? He's got himself a very cool looking set right here. This is actually a collection continuation. You might not fully remember, but Neanderthal has had the likes of an AK-47, a furnace, and a sleeping bag. We'll show that off in a second to you, but hey, in terms of a goofy creative idea, that's pretty good. I mean, Mr. Zinc, I can't complain. If you haven't realised, that's got transparency right there. Yeah, so Do you reckon we could see more of this? What do you mean? Like, we'll get like some gloves, some hide boots, do you reckon? Do you reckon we could potentially see like some sort of special hat or bandana? Cavemen didn't have bandanas, did they? No. So I'm not really sure what to think of there. But poncho, we'll see. Maybe a burlap mask. Not burlap mask. You're mixing it up with bandana. Burlap head wrap, you fool. Alright, anyway. It looks nice. It looks cool. And potentially on the horizon, we could see potentially a lot more. I will sit here and tell you this. Mr. Zink, as you can see, I have a female character here. Maybe hide clothing isn't very good for me. Do you know what would be good for me, though? Hide halter neck and hide skirt. Zing. Yeah, that's what you got to do next. In fact, I might have to go comment that to him right now. But yeah, that is looking to be potentially an interesting set for a lot of those people that like to play primitively. Right, but I'm joking. If you're not role play as a caveman, if you want to be Fred Flintstone, there you go. You got the perfect thing going on there. And overall, it just looks funny. It looks silly. And the usage of the transparency was very creative, so very nice to see. Let's just scroll all the way up and around just to see how it looks on the back. Unfortunately, I do have a gun in the way, but yeah, that's cool. Pretty cool. Right then, so if we were to suggest ideas, what we do is we hop out of here, we go to the comments, and we'll sit here and say, hey, I like what we've got going on here. Can we see some more? Sota said he wants to see headwear. Glass Holier wants gloves. And Wacky Waving Inflatable Tube Man simply just wants more. So, we'll see. All right. Let's see if we get a response by Saturday. And, yeah, so there's not much else that can be said. You can take a look at the likes of all the previous hide clothing. With the likes of Cursed, that's in a positive. Why? Because we got a lot of Cursed collection primitive skins, didn't we? With primitive skins, if we do see more skins being produced and accepted, yes, you can expect a lovely bit of spike in demand, spike in price, leading to some ever so exquisite, delicious profit. Oh, yes. So, overall, we don't actually have many of these, do we? Things are looking pretty interesting. These are selling at $1.49 each. We'll see how that turns out. I'm looking at that with a reasonable bit of optimism, and I'd love to see the same thing, but a skirt and hide halter neck. Yep, that'll be fun, and I'm pretty sure that'll be not too hard for them to sort out. Cool. So, are you feeling optimistic? Keep an eye on the workshop. We'll see what they produce next, because as I said, so as long as we see continuations appear and are being produced and accepted and blah blah blah, everything should work out quite alright. So, let's see what happens next. Shall we move on to the next weapon skin? Let's talk about the Cel AR. $3.49. Oh, that's got me questioning things. So, we've seen that happen before earlier this year, haven't we? Yep. So, as I quickly remind you, at the very beginning of this year, we happened to have a certain El Diablo AK-47 that sold for $3.49 as well. It didn't sell that much. You might think, okay, if it didn't sell that much, surely that means it could potentially rise up in price ever so nicely. Well, if it had demand, maybe. It is sitting on the Steam market right now at just barely over $1. Alright? So unfortunately, most AK-47 skins this year are still kind of struggling. This has only just about managed to stay above $1, and that originally was $3.49. Yeah, right, so let's just talk a little bit more in regards to the Cel collection as a whole. So, we recently did see the likes of that Tier 2 armor being submitted and accepted. Problem, the skin creator broke their arm. I know, very awkward timing. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to feel better soon and they can probably jump back in. There's a bit of a weird thing that happened. This AK, it wasn't a recent submission. It's actually been picked out as an extra late pick. That was submitted 6 weeks ago. So, hey, we'll see how things go from here on now. Maybe we'll see some more weapon skins. Maybe we'll see hoodie and pants or Tier 3 being produced. I'd like to see it. But I'm still very much concerned. So let's go take a look at the AK and let's just, question, is it looking nice? So I believe we got number 3. Oh, actually, because you whipped that out earlier, didn't you? So, whoopsie. Sorry. Right then, here we go. I've got a pretty cool looking green AK-47. That's looking pretty cool with all the skulls. Cel shaded design. That's nice. That's looking pretty cool right there. Now, if I aim down the sight, you can see it's a dark green aim sight. In this grassy area, probably not the best for me, but what about night time? Snap! And away we go. Let's take a look at you. And do we notice you quite alright? I can't really see it that well. Again, even with this light in my face debuff, I don't think that's very bright enough anyway, so if that's a concern to you, at least you've been addressed. So, hop back over to here. Nighttime, pretty please. Thank you very much. Perfectly fine looking design. Are you itching for a brand new green AK-47? That's got a lot of green all over it. Yeah, it's got some yellow and whatnot, but surely that's not too, I don't know, bad. Anyway, that's looking totally fine in terms of design. Congratulations. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Miss Acheron. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm very sorry. But in terms of investment, it's a fairly expensive AK-47. Rarely do we see AKs selling above $3. And unfortunately, they don't turn out very well. So we looked at one of them. Earlier this year, we had the likes of the El Diablo AK-47. There was another one. Do you remember Lunar New Year? The Year of the Dragon-themed Mythical Dragon AR, which was nice, golden and bejeweled, with lots of interesting, shiny-looking jewel gemstones and whatnot. Yeah, that sold for $3.49 and now it's selling for $1.34. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. So, yeah. Just because it sells at a higher price doesn't necessarily mean it will always retain that price, or even stay close to it, is what I'm trying to get across. Out of all the AKs that came out this year, only one's doing alright, and it's the Thunder Gold. Black Diamond was doing pretty okay for a while, but it's starting to slip down a little bit lower. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, overall, not exactly feeling super enthusiastic about that in terms of investment. But by all means, if you're not buying one for yourself, I just said it, if you need a brand new green AK-47, it's right there in front of you. Consider buying it. Support that skin creator. Keep them motivated. Keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. Cool. Let's move on to the next skin, Ronin SAP. So this was another skin I showcased in that special video that I uploaded earlier this week. And I'm more than happy to bring that out again. So, is that Ronin SAP? Looking ever so nice and shiny. Oh, you spot it? Let's get a look. Here we go, Mr. Bad Trip with a very nice continuation for his Ronin collection. We have the ever so exquisite looking Ronin SAP. A very elegant and interesting looking design, a continuation of the Ronin collection. I'm going to aim down the sight, and of course you've already seen it. Useful red aim sight. Nighttime please, and away we go. And what do we see? Well, it's kind of standing out a fair bit, but not as bright as you probably would have hoped, so yeah. If that's a concern for you, at least you've been aware of it. So, back to daytime. Thank you very much. Let's go hop back over to here and question what's going to happen with the likes of this SAP. So we've got all the clothing and armour pieces, basically, with the Ronin collection. Are we going to start seeing more of these in terms of weapons, tools? Or are we going to also see the return of the attempts for deplorables? Because in the past, Mr. Hulk and Bad Trip did try to turn this into a deplorable set, sort of, but the treatment wasn't accepted. Now, looking at this, you might notice that only the kilt and the roadside gloves are currently in the positive. Not 100% sure if this is a fully in-demand collection. I'm sorry to say, but, Rust has been out for many years. We've had plenty of clothing and armour pieces being produced. Unfortunately, this just might not be very in demand for a lot of people. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Will a SAP magically make this spike demand, spike price? Well, I don't think so. I could quickly hop back over to here and make the point of, do you see Ronin near the front page? I don't see it. So, yeah. So for the SAP, all by itself, is that looking to be perfectly fine? The design looks nice. I ain't complaining. But that's not abnormal. That potentially could be a problem. But in terms of all the semi-automatic pistol skins, well, if you go take a look at all of them, you might notice a lot of them are improving ever so nicely. Yep, they do be appreciated quite well. So during the likes of the summer, a lot more people are playing, and a lot more people are wanting those SAP skins. Up 20%, up 24%, up 24%, up 52%. Well, SAP Nana, you're only down by 2%. Chemical Burn, Wasteland, and Infinity Love, well, that's only down by 11, that's only down by 9, and that's only down by 19. That's not, ridiculously bad. Still below its Rustall price, but not like doomed. And then you go to the year before that, and all of these are in the positive. So yeah, semi-automatic pistols are looking to be perfectly fine. Now, looking at the state of this so far, it's at the bottom almost. This probably won't be selling that much. All the better for it to rise up in price in the future. SAP skins, as time goes on, do work out quite nicely. Could we probably stick with just doing a buy order? You could do that, but if it's sold like hardly anything, maybe we might consider buying some of them. Again, we'll have to look at it on Wednesday. It's not abnormal. We'll have to make a smart decision. We won't be able to do a buy order before the Rustall rotates. You'll only be able to do it after the Rustall rotation has happened, so it's awkward, I know, but yeah, SAP skins do look to be pretty interesting in terms of potentially wanting to invest into them. So with that, we'll see what happens next. Will we see even more Ronin skins being produced on the workshop over the course of this upcoming weekend? Keep an eye out. At the very least, we'll see. There's not much else I can say there, so I'm just going to move on. Sorry. We got the Ditto Python continuation of the MP5 that was accepted not too long ago. Now, I was quite surprised to realise this. We don't actually have that many Python skins accepted so far this year, have we? Last year we had 7, the year before that we had 11, but this year, so far, halfway through the year, only 2. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe Face Punch is like, nah, people don't use them that much. We don't really want to accept that many. All right, fair enough. If that's the answer, that's the answer. Only this Python here is currently in the positive compared to all of these other Pythons. Oh dear, that's not looking very pretty, is it? So Ditto Python, you are not abnormal. And you are in-game right here. Hello. Looking very nice and colourful right there. Oh, let's get a bit of that shine. Ooh, looking very nice, sleek. Fairly colourful with its gradients. A nice light blue aim sight. Oh, that's weird. Okay. In certain lighting, those 2 little blue dots on the side will light up. Interesting. And you might notice as you aim down the sight, looking at the... I don't know what the metal bit is that stands up. I'm sorry, I'm not a gun person. But you can see it says Ditto. That's awesome. That's a clever little design there, Mr. Gavahu. So anyway, yes, it's a brand new Python. It's nice, it's colourful, it's got an interesting pattern on it. What about nighttime? Wha-bam! Nighttime, go. So, can you see that perfectly fine? Is it just me? I can't really see it that well. Yeah, that's a little bit awkward. Is that a concern to you? Well, I mean, I've shown it off, so you tell me. Right then, so let's hop back out of here. Perfect. Okay. So looking at the state of this and questioning how things have been recently for the likes of acceptances, I will sit here and tell you this. Pythons, we do see a reasonable amount of them being submitted, but probably due to the fact that we haven't seen many accepted recently, it is kind of becoming a bit uncommon to see now. Like I said, keep an eye on the likes of my Rust Workshop skin checks every single week. Whilst we do see them every now and then, it's not like people are racing to make them. And again, with only 2 accepted so far this year, can you blame them? So, I don't know what might happen next. If we start seeing a whole lot more Python revolvers, Python skins being produced, then, alright, maybe that might be a concern for this. But we are starting to see more and more of these Ditto skins being produced and accepted, so by default, weaponry collection, I'm not super invested into something like that, but some weapon collections do tend to work out quite alright. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the workshop. And, you know, you could have checked the likes of this workshop and seen, you know, has anyone asked him, are you going to make any more weapon skins? No one's asked that yet, but we shall see. We shall see. And, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we see more. If I go look at Kavahu's recent workshop, we had a L96 last week. We've had an LR 300. There will be more. Will there be more acceptances, though? Well, time will tell. And now we'll go over and discuss the likes of this Junkernaught SAR. So I actually spoke with the skin creator today. Quite literally, I was in front of me, I was in game. And, well, he's essentially said, yeah, I'm going to continue this, I'm going to make a garage door. So that's nice to know, that's cool. But some of you might have noticed that the Junkernaught sheet metal door is currently sitting there at a very expensive price. What? Now, again, just because it's listed at a price doesn't necessarily mean it's worth that price. As you can see, this is sitting at around $10. Someone bought out a bunch of them earlier. Yes, oh, wow, okay, so someone bought out 7. Okay, there wasn't really that many listed anyway, but anyway, focusing this... We've got a barter now up to $6. What? Okay, that's pretty funny. But again, just because it's got listings doesn't necessarily mean they're being bought. Back over to here, talking about the Junkernaught collection. We have weapons, and we are expecting more deplorables. But that SAR, this SAR in particular, this SAR right here in my hands. There we go. It is worn, it is rusty, and kind of smelly, but I'm joking. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to be appealing to everybody. It's a stylistic choice, and I respect that. He's done a very good job of what he intended to do. But is this going to appeal to everybody? Probably not. But are we still likely going to be seeing more Junkernaught skins being produced and potentially accepted? I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. So, quick nighttime check. As you can see, it's got a bright yellow aim sight right there. Nighttime, go. And let's go aim down the sight. Is that super noticeable at night time? Yes, it is. I can see that yellow aim sight ever so reasonably. So that's a nice thing to be aware of. That's pretty cool. All right, cool. Daytime, go. Right, let's get a good inspection. Looking pretty nice there. Looking pretty cool. Is this something that appeals to you? Do you like a more grounded, worn-out, battle-worn type of design? Well, look no further. That's a perfectly fine looking SAR. But if not, okay, maybe we're going to be seeing not that many sales this week, which, unfortunately, has basically happened to a lot of these Junkernaught weapon skins. 6,000 subs, 8,400 subs, 7,000 subs, and as of now, it's the lowest selling skin. Will that work out all right for it in the future? Maybe. As I said, I do still expect more of this collection. But out of all the semi-automatic rifle skins that have come out over the past 2 years, how many of them are holding up quite nicely in terms of being in the positive? Not many. We've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 3. You're going to scroll down? 4, 5, that's it. Out of 37 SAR skins in the past 2 years, only 5 are in the positive. That ain't looking pretty. Okay. So unfortunately, I am looking at that and probably thinking I'm only going to stick with doing a Barda. But then again, I should also point out that's also not abnormal. Awkward. So, overall, I'm still optimistic that the likes of that sheep in a door could still work out perfectly fine. I'm looking forward to the idea of a garage door. And just to remind all of you, that sheep in a door had transparency and glow in the dark. So very likely we're going to be seeing the exact same thing with the garage door. And if you like the aesthetic, if you like the design of it, well, keep an eye on the workshop, because it's coming. Right then, so, yeah, with that, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed, like, the showcasings that I've been doing recently. I hope it's kind of helped with me not talking too much, even though I've probably done a good job still talking too much. I'm Hedge, you knew what you were expecting, okay. But at least we got to get a good look at it in-game and showing off all the things. Yeah, you can understand. So like I said earlier, every Monday we'll look at all the newest Rust Workshop skin submissions, and you just tell me, Hedge, I want to look at this, and I'll whip it out and we'll go take a look. Because as I said, we've actually seen quite a lot of these skins already. I actually showed them off in my videos and my little short video that I'm trying to do every single week. So yeah, that's that. Everything's looking pretty sweet. Should I go over to here and dance in the light? So I'll just let's turn this back on. Let's do a little dance, and Hedge will make it nighttime, and Hedge will go do this. And yeah, I'm looking pretty sweet right there. Damn. It does look pretty cool. So overall, I'm not complaining too much. I understand that we didn't see any core pieces accepted today, which was annoying. I know it was annoying, but what are you going to do? It was nice to see at least some primitive skins being accepted. A lot of people really did like that Collander hat. A lot of people really did like the caveman hoodie, caveman hide shirt and pants there. So, at the very least, it's something to look forward to for new continuations potentially. But in terms of core pieces, Thundergold, Fish, Overheat, what was the other one? We saw Apostate. What am I forgetting? Flashbacks, Boots and Gloves would have been really nice. No. I don't know. I know. It hurts. It hurts us inside, the investors, but in terms of role players, they're going to probably be very happy. And in terms of people who like sushi and cats, they're going to be very happy. The small the neon storage lovers are going to be ever so pleased. Yeah. You can't please everybody, I'm afraid. So next week, maybe we'll see a whole bunch of cool pieces being accepted, right? Right? Right, is there anything that we need to address? Well, we've got to talk about last week, haven't we? So let's just quickly do a quick run through for all of this. Last week's skins ended up like this. The Neon Small Meds, that is now sitting there with over 52,000 subscribers. That is very likely sitting there with maybe 70,000 plus of these in circulation. Today, we ended up with just about over 140,000 people playing at peak. Please consider this. Do you truly believe maybe around 70,000 people would definitely want to use the small meds neon small box? Yeah, whatever. Just roll with that. Do you? Maybe they'd want it for free, sure, but are people actively going to still be wanting it as time goes on? Because I'm very worried that there's far too much supply compared to demand, and what does that lead to? People competing with each other and prices going down. And yeah, I basically said that earlier, didn't I? So that's for you to consider. Tempered Sheepman a double door, that did just about 20,000 subscribers. That's fine, we kind of expected that. We thought things might slow down a fair bit, what with the arrival of the Bellum Sheepman a double door. And I do hope you managed to get all of those Spanish Twitch drops, because you've only got a few more days, so keep at it. I'm sure you'll be able to get all of them. But yeah, back over to here. As time goes on, I'm pretty sure that'll be alright, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see even more Sheepman double doors being accepted. Like, if you've seen the recent submissions, you will not be surprised. MK Ultra MP5, hey, we just had another MK Ultra skin being accepted, quite literally the very next Rust door, so you're doing okay at the moment. We'll see how that turns out as time goes on. Ice Eye Tools, I'm not 100% sure if they're going to be alright. And then, of course, we've got Junkernaught. We already talked about that. Watcher of Doom, we shall see. And Chameleon. Chameleon Tier 2 seems to be perfectly nestled in between Hoodie and Pants and Tier 3 in terms of total sales. As of now, all of that's in the positive. That is very, very nice to see. But let's just quickly flick through all of them on the likes with their, actual Steam Market pages. So, yeah, Neon Small Meds, 325 listings already. And in a short while, we will see the next batch of people being able to list theirs, and the price very likely will be going down because a lot more listings will appear. Oh dear, oh dear. And then, of course, we've got the likes of the Tempered Sheepman of Double Door. Currently, your lowest listing is just under $4. Your highest buy order is $3. Hey, maybe that might work out perfectly fine in the future. We shall see. But as I said, do not be surprised if we do see more Double Doors, and do not be surprised if around October time this goes below the Rust Door price. Junkernaught. Funny things are going on over there. Looks like someone did sell theirs for $6. Hey, fine, that's cool. And of course, on the horizon, keep an eye out for the likes of potentially a garage door, which very likely will be happening. Then you got the likes of those tools, as I said. I thought maybe these might fare a little bit better compared to the standard hatchet and pickaxe skin. And well, I mean, the boulders are looking pretty sweet right there. Maybe they do a good job of retaining their value. Maybe we do see something like a Ice Eye Jackhammer. And then over to here we have the Watcher of Doom large box. We did not see an instant continuation being produced. However, maybe this weekend we shall see. So keep an eye on the workshop. That is holding up quite nicely. But the buy orders do basically end at $1.20, which is halfway for the price what it sold for, $2.49. So a little bit concerning there. Then of course we have Chameleon Kilt, Chameleon Vest, and of course Chameleon Helmet. All of their buy orders are now going above $2. Wow. Already? Okay then, that's cool. Alright, but the bulk of the buy orders ends at around $1.70, which is still, perfectly fine. Still perfectly reasonable. Alright, yeah. Oh, actually, no, the other two pieces stop at $1.50. But should be okay. Should be okay. So, we'll see how that, leads towards or ends up at blah, blah, blah. Hedge is just rambling now. Right, let's now quickly go ahead and take a look at the likes of upcoming interesting things that might be appearing for the upcoming July Force Wipe. I'm sure many of you are well aware that we were really hopeful to see the likes of some new content, new things being added during the likes of June Force Wipe. Whilst there's a lot of changes and quality of life features added, new content wasn't actually, prominent. But of course, with the likes of Radtown Redux, and of course the likes of the hood, the cuffs, the bikes, that very likely might be ready for July Force Wipe. So keep an eye on the commits, and even more new stuff is being mentioned now. What's going on here? We have a brand new tool cupboard skin potentially in the works, probably another DLC. So keep an eye on that. What does SB stand for? What does SB stand for? Well, if you keep an eye on this, it'll probably reveal as time goes on. And it looks like we're getting a new DLC Frontier Hazmat set. There was also mention of a hatchet with some fur on it, so I'm guessing it's going to be like a wild man or something. We'll see. So imagine like the lumberjack set, but like a wild man instead. That sounds pretty cool. So new DLC on the horizon and readily prepared for the likes of July Force Wipe. Keep an eye on the workshop. Keep an eye on the commits is what I meant to say. Whoops. But yeah, new content. We have even seen, and go on, I'll bring it up. So you know how we're talking about tigers, right? They've now gone and added panthers. Panthers. What's that for? I don't know. But something's cooking. Something's coming. Where do tigers and panthers live? Don't say the zoo. Shut up. Oh, actually, no. A zoo monument would be pretty funny. The animals guard the loot. It would be different. In all fairness, it would be different. Oh, mate, add an elephant and have that chase you around. It'll chase after you whilst you're trying to get away in a car. And then your car, stalls or breaks or something, and it just, flips you in the air. You've played Skyrim before, when the giant just smacks the ground and you go flying. Okay, anyway, so who knows what's coming, but you can start guessing, fantasizing. Oh, wow, maybe this might happen or that might happen. At the very least, there's a lot of interesting content on the horizon, and most likely we'll be ready for the likes of July Force Wipe. By the time we have July Force Wipe, we'll probably start seeing a lot of European kids also starting to have their summer vacation. We very likely will start to see even higher player counts. Yes, for the likes of the peak player count for last Thursday's June Force Wipe, we did over 175,000, and that was absolutely ridiculous. We very likely might go even crazier with July, and I'm looking forward to it. Cool. Now, I should probably go over to here and promote Mr. Protox. What do you mean? He's been showing off a lot of new content on Horizon, so here you go, Protox. as you can see, we can see like the actual design of the travelling vendor as of now. So it looks like it just drives around like an NPC, and if you want it to stop, you've got to stand in front of it for a while, and it'll stop. And it has 2 vending machines on the side, and you just go ahead and you just, you know, buy stuff. Now, I'm not sure if you can, like, blow it up and steal all the precious scrap inside. I think it might be indestructible, or it might just drive off really quickly if you upset it. And then, of course, we have, if you've ever played Subnautica, yeah, there you go. You're going to get that special sort of machine that helped you. You know, I don't know what they're called. It's a water scooter. You said it right there. Why don't you just read it? Because I'm an idiot. Sorry, Protox. But yeah. So yeah, Protox has been doing a lot of work recently, showcasing off a lot of new content that's on staging. So go give him a good look. Perfect. I believe he also has a YouTube. It's right there. So yeah, there you go. And I'm pretty sure he probably has all of that on YouTube as well. Yes. So there you go. Go give it a good look. Perfect. Awesome. Lots of interesting stuff on the horizon. And with today, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody who turned up with our goofy little session. We were we were sacrificing people again. Yes, we were having fun. I was looking very cool with my creepy clown bandana and my lovely little protective Collander Boonie Hat. So looking very nice and stylish. Thank you to everybody who turned up today. Unfortunately, the roster rotated before we actually got started. So we still had fun. We still were goofy. We're still silly. But either way, you go. You get the idea. Alright then, guys. Thank you very much for watching me today. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. I hope you have a lovely summer. I probably won't be around for a couple days because I am really struggling. I've got sinus problems. So I do have videos in stock, don't you worry. But I'm not sure if I'll be streaming over the weekend. Sorry to say. So with that, thank you very much for watching me once again. Keep an eye out for the predictions video. Of course, I'll straight up sit there and say what I'm feeling most confident in. Yeah, you get the idea. So, thank you very much. Catch you later. See you.
Can we get Helk's eyes? Go googly.
Yeah. Would anybody able to make... No! Hey! Hey! Who just threw their sword at him? Don't do that! We're trying to take a nice picture, and now you're throwing stuff at it. Alright, that will... Okay. His eyes may Google, but he can also shoot lasers with them. He will destroy you, Durfons. He will destroy you. Hey, stop it! Stop! Don't! Stop throwing things at him. He doesn't deserve it. All right. No, cheese. No. Oh, cheese. Don't cave in. Oh, cheese. Stop it.